Welcome to Women Wealth and Entrepreneurship with Ariel Shaw, MBA. We will increase your bottom line and create generational wealth that lasts way beyond you. It's 2026 and we are in season 7. Wow, how exciting! This is the year of the harvest. We are a globally heard podcast elevating conversations around leadership, economic empowerment, ownership, and entrepreneurship. Entering season 7, this podcast has successfully produced 6 impactful seasons, positioning itself as a trusted platform for women, founders, executives, professionals, and decision makers worldwide. Built on credibility, consistency, and conversion, to connect with founder Ariel Shaw and Southern Crescent Women in Business, follow us on all social media platforms and learn more at www.scwibga.org. Hi, I am Ariel Shaw, founder and president of Southern Crescent Women in Business, and we are back with Women Wealth and Entrepreneurship. We are in season 7, and I tell you one thing, the men are dominating this season. We have the pleasure of welcoming Chef Carlos Brown. Welcome, Chef.
Thank you. Thank you for having me for sure. An honor to be here.
Absolutely. So, Chef Carlos Brown, you are originally out of Charleston, South Carolina,
Go Charleston. Yes.
my hometown,
Yes.
the Gullah Geechee.
The one and only.
Representing, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about, for those that do not know who you are, tell us a little bit about who you are.
I'm surprised y'all don't know who I am. I am Chef Carlos Brown. I say Chef Carlos because I learned that chef is not my first name.
Right.
Everybody calls you chef, chef, chef. Yes, I am from Charleston, South Carolina, born and raised in the Lowcountry, with this wonderful lady here.
Absolutely.
We've known each other for some years, and so certainly
Most of my life.
that's true. I was trying to tell my age.
Right.
But I had my humble beginnings started in Charleston for sure, as a cook at a church. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
started cooking at the church, and they were like, "Hey, you should go and be a chef." And I'm like, "Nah, I don't want to be no chef."
Yeah,
But here I am today.
absolutely.
So that's where I am, and it's a joy to be on this show.
Proprietor of Pandora's on the Square, fine dining out in McDonough, Georgia. You are in the Smithsonian for
Mm.
your shrimp and grits. And listen, we are serious about our food in Charleston. Tell us a little bit about that journey, what that looks like. I mean, you have been, so I call you chef, but most people may say celebrity chef. So you've had the pleasure of working with Shaquille O'Neal, Oprah Winfrey, Jim Carrey. Talk about that journey.
A lot of those journeys has been being in the right place at the right time. That's the one thing I like about, people from Charleston. We always end up in the right place
Right.
at the right time. I remember being in, just for Oprah itself, I was in, Selma, Alabama,
Mm.
and one gentleman says, "Hey, man, we gotta find a chef to work for Oprah this week." And the guy said, "You ain't gotta look for a chef. This Chef Carlos Brown, right? He's an amazing chef."
Mm.
So he told me, "I want you to cook this meal for somebody today." He didn't tell me who it was.
What was the meal?
Um, it was interesting. So it was like they just tell you to make whatever. They
Mm.
didn't tell me what to make, just make whatever. So I said, "Okay, well,
Okay.
I'll take some duck. I'll make some duck and do some blueberry gastric and some
Mm.
salmon, something just different." Again, I didn't
Right.
know who it was. If I knew who it was, I probably would have set my mind on what I'm gonna make,
Right,
right?
right, right.
But then I walk into this room and there's Oprah.
Wow.
And I'm like, "Wow." So she's standing over my food looking like, "Who made this? This is art. This is
Right.
amazing." So everybody they haven't even eat dinner yet, but she was taking her fork and just going to every dish.
Mm.
And then she pulled me aside and said, "Man, who are you?"
Right.
And I explained to her where I'm from, and she just went off on, "This guy's an amazing chef." And so we kept in contact. She got me some other gigs with her, and so that's how I met that particular celebrity.
Yeah.
That my journey started in Charleston, though. So
Yeah.
it started with Jim Carrey.
Okay.
So I was at the Omni Hotel. You familiar with the Omnis?
Okay.
Now they call the Charleston place.
Okay.
That's where it started. Crab cakes.
Okay.
So
Crab cakes.
everything has just been a journey. And then even then, when this is a funny story. I let this go. So when I was with the Omni Hotel, I was working for a guy named Louis Alstein. Louis
Mm.
Louis had me make this dish. They didn't tell me again
Who it
who
was.
was for. It
Right.
was for Jim Carrey, and then he asked me to become his personal chef. And so it
Wow.
went from that journey to, who knows where. And you're talking about a little
Right.
boy that raised up in the projects.
So Jim Carrey was in Charleston, South Carolina for whatever purpose. You were asked to, you know, present something. You didn't know who it was, and it ended up being him, and then the journey continued. Now, was Jim your personal chef? Was that when he was in Charleston, or was that in California, or where?
So it started Charleston because they was taping Pet Detective. And
Okay,
from Pet Detective, it was like, hey, can you come out to Vegas? That's where they were at the time.
got it.
We want you to do some meals for us. And I was like, guys, I'm 18 years old. I haven't really been out of Charleston. What are you guys
Right,
talking about?
right.
And then, of course, my mom would be like, go, go, go.
Yeah.
And so that was a push to make that step. And it was a leap of faith. And
Mm.
it turned out to be in my favor.
That's amazing. So you mentioned your mom. How pivotal has her role been in your journey?
Man, she's an amazing woman. I have to say that because
Yes, you do.
she have she have pushed my entire career, even up to her death. She
Mm,
said, "Don't stop. Don't stop.
yeah,
You're great at what you do. You're an amazing chef, and you're going to create something in this world that nobody else could do." And so
right.
that's where the Smithsonian jumped in, because never knowing that was going to happen as well,
Didn't even know that was on the table.
at all,
and
at all.
let me say this. If you're from Charleston, we have such a unique cuisine. People say a lot about Charleston, they talk a lot about New Orleans and how, our food. It's just one of those things. How did you stand out from all the other Charlestonians to now say I'm going to take what we know but then add to it and then perfect this art and now end up in the Smithsonian?
That was a crazy moment too because I dream a lot, right?
Yeah.
So I was dreaming one day of, and I won't call their name, but I was dreaming about a group that had chicken and 2 buns and a pickle.
Okay.
And I was like, "Wow."
What?
And it became this amazing art, right?
Right?
So I said, "If Dad can do that with that, what could I do with shrimp grits?"
Right.
'Cause something that our parents cook
That we
we raised up
always
it's,
had, right. You
so simple, right?
Right.
I said, "I can make this a creation." So I started doing my
Absolutely.
research, and I was like, "Nobody have patent shrimp and grits."
And that isn't that something?
And then guess who did it?
That's
So I
amazing.
patented it. I own the name.
Wow.
It's copywritten under my name.
We need to stop that for like just hold that little put a pin right there. He patented shrimp and grits.
And it's on everybody's menu all over the world,
That
everywhere you go.
is wild.
So I was in New York, just to tell that story, doing the model, his name is Marcus Samuelson.
Mhm.
Chef Samuelson had the Harlem Eat Up, the very first annual. They had all these chefs from all over the world. I was the only country boy that came from a place called Charleston, South Carolina.
We don't call ourselves country
We
though.
really don't.
We're coastal folks.
Right, the metro.
Right.
So being out of Charleston, I was supposed to be on this show with another chef out of Italy.
Mm.
He didn't make it in on time, and so it was me by myself. I prepared
Wow.
his food and my food, but they
Mm.
said, "What would you do for your first course?" And I said, "Shrimp and grits." And everybody in New York like, "Shrimp and grits?
Right.
That's what you're gonna do?" Yes. I did shrimp and grits. It became the most outstanding dish in the entire, uh, the whole festival.
Wow.
New York Times talked about it. Then the next thing you know, I was in Minnesota with the NFL, working with the Vikings, and someone gave me a call. No, sent me a text. And they
Mm.
texted me in the Smithsonian Museum, and she was like, I am sitting here crying because I walked into the Smithsonian in DC and this Chef Carlos Brown.
That is wild.
I mean, I didn't expect that. Again,
Yeah.
I walked in a situation, being in the place at the right time, and someone else saw it before I seen it. I jumped on the plane and said, let me fly down to Minnesota. I mean,
And
DC.
so really, when you say being in the right place at the right time, you weren't exaggerating. That's
That's
literally
true. That's true.
wow.
Every situation has been ordered. The steps were
Mm,
ordered. And so I was there because I allowed myself to be just to use. It's an art. This is an art for me.
absolutely.
And I care about it so much. It doesn't matter. I just do it. They try to
Mhm.
get me out of the kitchen. Take a break. I can't. I get the feeling. Even last night, I wasn't like supposed to cook. I said, "Oh, don't worry about it, guys. I got it." And
Right.
so, that's what it's all about. Just loving what you do. I love the craft.
So talk about Pandora's on the Square.
Pandora was I seen this building for 4 years. I would
Mm,
drive by this building, and I would continuously call it mine. This is
mm.
my building. And even though somebody else was in there, I was like, "Oh, they're just there for a little while." That's my building. You know?
Now, that's some manifesting right there.
Yeah, I seen it. Like, I seen it. I see what's gonna happen to it, and, it's an incredible journey, and that's just a step from where we're going next.
Absolutely.
Because we got some steps.
We got some steps.
Yeah. And so that was a great journey. I love the restaurant. I love what it's doing.
Yeah,
It's so much more than just a restaurant.
yeah.
People
So
think it's
talk
restaurant.
about what it is. And I mean, just even seeing the journey and you guys putting it together from the hand painted. I mean, most people don't even realize it in wallpaper up there. That's hand painted.
Yeah.
And when we come, it's so interesting because we come from Charleston.
Yes.
And we're exposed to so much. I don't think a lot of people really get that. So they may think, oh, they're a little bougie or whatever the case is. No, we're just used to certain things. And there's a certain level of excellence that we're used to. So the fact that you took someone, had them come in, hand paint, and I mean just everything you've done. Talk a little bit about what that what that looked like, what that journey was.
This is funny that you talk about the hand painting because the journey about the hand painting was something I did get from Charleston.
Mm,
I used to go down to the Battery. You're
mhm.
familiar with the Battery for
Absolutely.
sure. And there would be like in the water, there'd be little flowers that looks like the one that's on the wall.
Mm.
I would always speak to those flowers.
Okay.
I would go out there, I don't care if I have something on my shoulder or my mind, I just speak to the
Yeah.
flower, and I used to
Yeah.
see the flowers waving back and forth. Like, it seemed
Mm.
like it's giving me answers,
Mm.
and it gave me joy, and it made me happy, and I was
That's
like,
that water too.
"Yes, yeah," and you can see the tide coming in, and whenever I talk to it, you would see it going back out, and it'd
Mm.
be those same flowers would be waving, like, "Don't
Wow.
worry about it. Take the
Right.
pressure off.
Right.
I got this." And so that's
Wow.
where that painting come from, and it's actually what I call one of my signatures for everything I do now is make sure
Mm.
that the hand painting flowers is stay in those restaurants.
That is such a unique
Yeah,
story.
yeah, it's a great thing.
Wow.
So people don't even know when they come in the restaurant, it's talking to you, it's giving you
Yeah.
Pandora to me is a place for healing,
Yeah.
refreshing, peace.
Yeah.
And that's what the intentions is, to bring love, to bring communication. That's why we don't
Mm.
have television inside there.
Right.
We want people to be
Right.
able to communicate to one another. So it's a great story about the Pandora.
And talk a little bit about your menu there.
The menu, of course, always inspired by the Low Country,
Right.
and even more now because I've made some changes to the menu to
Mhm.
make sure that the Low Country is a part of it, that they
Right.
understand when we talk about the Gullah Geechee, we can talk about it in our food.
Absolutely.
And so it's a great place to come, I'm telling you. It's even better now. It's getting better every day,
Yeah.
you know.
So I don't know what you can share, but I know there are some things that are coming. So share what you can.
Okay. Yeah. So I see the next step. I want to continue to build a hospitality field. I
Yeah.
want to continue to build new restaurants. I got great ideas. A jazz supper club. It's an event center. Those things are
Mhm.
on the way. I love teaching camp for kids.
Right,
Right.
right.
And that's been a very important part of my life. Those kids.
Yeah.
So even when I go back home, I go to the projects and I
Mhm.
try to encourage the kids. I speak with them, but I also hold a camp. But I want to hold a camp in Georgia
Mhm.
for kids, the autistic children or children that can't get through school and get these things in
Right.
their mind. I want to bring that to them because cooking is a gift of healing for
Mm.
all ages. It's discipline for kids, and I
Okay.
think the whole world forget about that part, that cooking is not just something you eat. It becomes discipline in kids' life, and that's what I wanna bring to the
Hmm.
table.
Wow. Okay. Now you've worked and you've done this camp in Charleston, South Carolina. Now talk a little bit about what that camp looked like.
Oh, man. So it's amazing. It's something that we pour into. We sponsor.
Mhm.
We've had a couple other sponsors. Matter of fact, HBO sponsored the last one.
Wow.
And
That's a
so,
big deal.
yeah, that was a big deal. So they came in and we bought buses. The kids didn't have to pay for anything.
Wow.
Uniforms. They bought the food, and we did Charleston Landing. Actually, we did
Right,
every
right.
day. We would travel places. A lot of these kids haven't even been into a Chick-fil-A. You know, just
Mm.
it's hard to believe that, right? Some of them
Wow.
have never tasted fine dining, so we take them to nice restaurants, and we have people like Dollar Moore who will sponsor her farm, and we go to the farm and
Dollar More from the University of South
South Carolina.
Carolina.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Who sponsored, and she allowed us actually, she did the first one and the second one. She
Mm.
allowed the kids to come out there to the farm, and they harvest vegetables, and we taught them so much good things. Clemson University actually was a part of that as well
Oh,
because
wow.
yeah, so
Okay.
that's what we wanna bring to the table. We wanna do that here in
Mm.
Georgia. We wanna allow the
Okay.
universities to be a part of what we're giving to the youth, so we could take them out of these not just out of the neighborhood, but take the mindset out of them
Right.
and give them the right mind to move forward.
Exposure.
Yeah, give them great exposure. So, believe it, I'm telling you, I could not believe some of the kids that said, "Oh, I've never been outside of McDonald's or Burger King."
Mm.
And like, wow. So we give them the experience of having that, and it's just fun. It's a really fun camp. A lot of great chefs come in and be my friends that come in from different places to be a part of it. It's a great journey.
So, chef, now talk about the man behind the coat. Your family, talk a little bit about that.
Yeah,
You're
I,
married,
I,
you have kids.
absolutely. I think LaShawn has been my biggest
LaShawn is who?
my wife.
Okay.
Like, she's my biggest cheerleader.
Mm.
She pushes behind what I've done. She's put her journey on the back burner to make sure that mine goes forward, which is kind of hard because I'm like, man, I want you to have your life too, But it's been, hey, I got to support this, and no matter if she gets mad with me and we wrestle and all that other good stuff. I physically wrestle. We don't fight.
Mhm,
but
mhm.
even though it be those days, she still stands behind me, and I think that's favor. To be able to have that.
Right.
None of my kids want to be a chef. Why? I
Now how
don't.
many kids do you have?
5 of those right now. Me and LaShawn has. I have older kids too. But
Okay.
my older kids are like one's in New York, one's in Virginia, so they're the older kids. The kids itself is 5, and those guys, none of them wanna be a chef.
Okay, that's
Surprising.
okay.
Oh,
They
some
have
of
their own journey.
hey, you know what my mom taught me? She says, "Hey, whatever you do, learn how to cook."
Absolutely.
So, my kids don't wanna learn anything. They want you to do everything for them. I'm like,
Oh.
no, you gotta learn how to cook for yourself." And so but they have been, very inspirational in what I'm doing, and it's a great journey for the family. Now, they do work for the restaurant.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
So
3 of
you've
'em.
integrated them
Oh,
into
I put them to work because you know why? They want money. You want money, you go to
Right.
work, That's what my dad did with his store in Charleston. He made us work.
Absolutely.
Not only made like $15 a week. That was a little different, but
Right.
hey, they thought they was paying us a lot.
Right. Absolutely.
So
So the family is definitely integrated in what you're doing now.
yeah. Sean manages the restaurant as well.
Mm,
She said she wasn't going to have any part to do with it. She said, "I don't want any part of the restaurant. I am tired. I'm going to do my own thing." And there she is every day
wow.
coming to work.
Wow. So listen, what is next for Chef Carlos Brown?
The next thing's happening now, of course, is the supper club.
Mm.
Working on that very
Now,
strong.
what does that look like?
Um, I love music. You
Mhm.
remember I came out of music anyway, so
Yeah.
I love
So
music.
just even talking about since you've had performers at Pandora, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I have there was Q Parker there.
Of 112.
There's one
Uh-huh.
yeah, there was what's the group called? Y'all know the Silk. G?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
G. G was there, and we so many people started coming through, and so
Yeah.
we're actually doing more. The supper club, I want to take it to a new level.
Now, how has Lamont and NDRE not come? Are we saving them for the supper club?
Well, yeah, but speaking of Lamont, was just there this weekend for
Oh,
sure.
right.
So he came through this weekend. He's a great guy, PJ Morton. He plays with PJ Morton now. And so
Okay.
those guys are always supportive. There's comedians that come through there. It's been
Viola Davis.
Viola on the way.
Like, what in the
Yeah,
world?
she's on the way. A lot of whole
So this supper club, tell us what that's looking like. So we got fine dining, with Pandora, and then now we have what's coming up is the supper club and music.
yes.
Okay.
Live music. We want to do, like Bonnie James, and we want to do Layla
Mm,
Hathaway. We want to take it to that level of
yeah.
supper club. When you walk in, you have to be dressed. You can't just come in there
Right.
with your baseball cap.
Right.
I mean, you can't do that in Pandora neither, but
Right. So still another elevated
yeah, it's
experience.
an elevated experience. It's going
Yeah.
to allow, a certain amount of people that don't mind putting on a jacket
Right.
and coming in and not
Putting on
just
that blazer.
put on your little blazer, come in there and even do like take a dance floor and enjoy those artists that we see all the time. This
Right.
this time, artists is not looking for large venues anymore. They
Mm.
want to be intimate settings, and
Yeah.
that's what we want to do. We want to bring those guys in, so you get an intimate setting, white tablecloth,
Perfect. I love
uh,
it.
wide open kitchen. I'm telling y'all the whole story.
Well, listen, it's okay, but
You
and
heard it
so
first. There, you heard it
you
first.
heard it
There you go.
first.
There you go.
So talk about, or can you talk about? I know you're telling us a lot already. Can you tell us a little bit, a sneak peek of what that menu is gonna look like?
This is Ariel. Boy, she knows how to do it, don't she? So we want to still carry a European flavor. We
Mm,
want to still. I consider South Carolina, especially Charleston, more on the French side anyway.
mm,
So we're still going to carry that European French style menu. Some of the places may be small, some going to be large. They're going to have
okay.
captain servers and just professional, almost white glove. I'm sorry, white glove service. So we
Yeah.
want to elevate to that point where they go,
Mm,
"Oh, I've never seen nothing like this, not in
right.
this type of city." But we want to do that. I travel a lot of places around the world,
Right.
and I enjoy great food. I don't even stay in certain places anymore because used to having
Right.
that experience.
So listen, it's so funny because my paternal grandmother, she was a councilwoman. So anytime she would come to Charleston, she would stay at the Charleston Place Hotel. It was like only certain hotels she would stay. And if it wasn't that type of hotel, she wouldn't stay.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. My contract as a personal chef, and I go do these things, they say, "Hey, I request a certain hotel.
Yeah.
If I get there and it's not there, you're probably not gonna have food."
Mm,
Because you get used to staying in certain places. Well,
right.
same thing with food.
Right.
We want to take people to a place that when they go to other restaurants,
Yeah.
if it ain't like this, they're
Right.
not coming back.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you now, we are super, super excited. And you heard it first, and it's coming to Stockbridge because we ain't told you that part. But
Stockbridge.
but we are absolutely excited. You know, they call Stockbridge the Buckhead of the South. So, we trying to elevate, 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 elevate. You got a lot of folks that came to Atlanta that's not from Atlanta. Um, and that's okay, because we all bring our collective experience to make this space and this region
Yes.
better.
It's coming. Stockbridge, Henry County, I put it that way,
Yeah.
because 'cause I'm collaborating with some chefs out there as well. That's there right now.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
so
right.
we're doing some great things as well, so that's gonna be good.
That's amazing. Now, chef, what do you want? I mean, because this is a business at the end of the day. What do you want to share with entrepreneurs? Because it doesn't matter what industry you're in. You're going to have challenges. You're going to be able to get over them. Or, if you don't get over them, that's going to be, um, it's not going to be good for you. So talk about what challenges you've had as an entrepreneur in this space and how you were able to get over them.
One is, as as an African American,
Mm,
chef, it's we don't have the same privileges as some banks with that other
mm,
people do, right? You gotta figure out what works, and you cannot just put it on food.
yeah,
It has to be more. So then I discover products.
mm.
So I do products. I have my own line of
You hadn't even talked
sauces.
about that,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have my own line of sauces, and I'm working on some other products as well because I believe that when you bring product to the table, now
Mm,
you have that residual income coming in,
absolutely.
and you can build just from your product alone. And then don't give up, because
Mhm.
there are times that you be like, okay, this is over. I'm not doing this anymore.
Mm.
Right?
Listen, every entrepreneur goes through that.
Have to
I'm
say,
done.
yeah, I'm not doing this. Matter of fact, before I opened Pandora, I was done. I am about to retire. I am not
Like,
doing this anymore. And
right.
but I stayed in there and said, hey,
Yeah.
remember, don't give up. There's a purpose that's
Right, right.
designed just for me. Right.
Absolutely.
And that's what you gotta know. And you can't do what everybody else is doing. Some
Mm.
some
Please
entrepreneurs,
say that
yeah,
again.
you can't do what everybody doing.
Say that just one more time.
You cannot do what everyone else is doing.
Come on now.
If everybody wants to be a chef, everybody just because you cook at home doesn't mean you should be in a restaurant.
Right.
Right? And it's really not about the cooking. It's about how
Yeah.
you service and
Yeah.
how you manage what you're serving.
Right.
And I think that's where I became great in being able to manage and teach people
Mm.
how to become a
That's good.
leader and not a boss. Because
Mm.
there's a
That's
lot of bosses,
good. That's
not a whole lot
good.
of leader. And I
Right.
think leadership, and I think the camp have taught me leadership, even with the kids, how to
Right.
become a leader,
Right. Right.
because leaders makes leaders.
Absolutely.
Bosses dictate.
That's good.
I'm not looking to dictate. I want to change people. I want to train people's minds to become leaders. It makes you
Right.
great. And if you're in this business, or especially my business, because you want to be the boss, most likely you're going to be like exactly what you just said. It's going to be the end. It's
Yeah.
not going to last long.
Right.
So that's my advice to you: is become a leader and know that you're called to be that leader,
Mm.
not something you just think is fun to get into because
Now,
you
did
will
you
quit.
have a mentor?
Um, I'll tell you one good person that really there's a few of them that helped me out for sure. Dr. Michael Roberts, who's
Mm. Oh, out of St. Louis.
yeah, out of St. Louis.
Yeah. Now he is like one of the first Black billionaires.
Yeah,
Now that's a mentor.
he, he's still great in my life.
Wow.
Calls and teaching me certain things. There's also the writer. What is his name? Oh, I can't forget, but I'll come back to him. But anyway, this Les Brown.
Okay.
Les Brown sat me
Okay.
down and also still is a great mentor and teaches me, how to go about things. Don't give up.
That's interesting because I think when I ran into you, um, when I knew you were here in Atlanta, because you were brought out to a particular space. I'm not gonna say the name.
Right.
I think you were with Les
I was
Brown.
with Les Brown.
That's right.
That's exactly when we right, when we caught each other,
Right,
sure. Yeah. It was
absolutely.
Les Brown. They stay on top of me and, always encouraging me. He encouraged my
Right.
new book that's coming out as well,
I'm
you know.
so glad you mentioned that because
Yeah,
you said products, and all I was thinking is, okay, where's the book? Where's the
yeah.
digital product as well?
It's on the way.
Okay.
His book is actually done. It's going through the process right now, but the
Okay,
book has been
awesome.
certainly an inspiring book. It's called Saving Hospitality.
Nice.
That's a great story. It talks from beginning to where I'm at right now.
So when are
So,
you releasing this?
we wanna do it because the Marcus Garvin in New York,
Okay.
they wanna do a big session out there for me,
Okay.
with the book.
But when?
That's gonna happen in September.
Oh, so this year.
This year, it's coming this year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the book is about ready to come out.
Man, listen, you getting all the scoops today.
Yeah, yeah, book is coming out, and I'm actually on my next book as well.
Listen.
You know
Now,
what's funny?
now hold on a second. I don't know how you doing all this. Ah, because even with the books we've released, they've been collaborative books because it takes a lot to write a book.
Takes a lot.
Now, are you writing this? Are you
Which is funny.
working with a ghostwriter?
I write my own books, and
Wow.
I've never been interested in writing anything.
Wow.
That's what's crazy. So I write a lot in airplanes. When
Mm,
I'm flying different places, it just started coming to me, and I learned, oh, stop writing. Don't
right.
just. So now writing has become a part of who I am, and I didn't even
Wow.
wasn't interested in being a writer at all.
Wow.
So now I'm writing all these books.
Listen, chef, you go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just really, I tell you, being in the right place at the right time, and I take these trips and these airplanes, especially when I go in like California and those type places. I'm writing. I wrote another book
Wow.
in the entire flight.
Wow.
I'm finished with a book,
Listen,
and
I love it.
that one was really interesting. That's called "Don't Watch the Money." So it's a really good book.
Mm.
That's going to be really exciting as well. I'm already getting ready to put it out there.
So you're releasing 2 books this year? Are we doing 1? How are we
It
doing
may
this?
be 2 because I
Okay.
think I'm about finished. I got a few more things to put in this one book. The
Wow.
second book I started writing,
I
and
love it.
never thought about writing, but hey, gotta continue to be creative. I
Absolutely.
learned a long time ago that our history must be written, and
Mm,
so that's what I started writing from knowing that my history needs to be written.
that's good.
So there it is.
Y'all, Chef Carlos Brown.
We learned a lot today, didn't we?
I did, and I thought I knew most, but I'm telling you, I mean, wow. So, you have a website, right? Or do
Yes.
okay, is it
So,
Chef
so
Carlos
Chef Carlos
Brown?
Brown is
Okay,
my personal website, and then of course Pandora Restaurant.com is the restaurants. Real
okay.
simple, but
Yeah.
it's a new website, Pandora. So guys, go check it out. Really good,
Okay,
really
okay.
nice. So that's good.
And how do they find you on social media?
Social media is Chef Carlos Brown. Everything is Chef Carlos Brown, guys.
So Chef Carlos Brown, and I'll say this, so we know Chef Carlos Brown, but and a lot of people know Chef Carlos Brown, but I think the world will begin to know who Chef Carlos Brown is, and I think really key and important
Thank
to
you,
even say that.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely. Last word.
First I'm gonna say I am honored to be with Ariel Shaw, Dr. Shaw, who is an amazing woman who's has really pushed me to the next level. Even when I said, "Okay, I'm quitting," she's like, "No, you gotta do this right here." So I am so grateful for you, for sure, and the journey. I tell people that all the time. I said, "Man, she is that's my fan right there. I'm
Right.
a fan of Ariel Shaw. I don't care what y'all say because I think
Right.
that you're doing things in the right way." Knowing you as a little child, how you came up, it's like, man, you know what? She's really doing amazing. So we've talked about you this
Yeah,
past
yeah.
weekend, me and Lamont and
Oh!
and Shane
Oh,
and Stacy, all of us. We had a
oh my
Charleston get
god.
together. We were talking about how proud we are of who you are, who you became.
Listen, I'm
And so
proud of all of y'all,
you gotta come
but
hang out with us sometime though.
listen, Charleston, I don't care what anybody says, most people don't realize we produce stars.
Stars. Seriously.
I mean, from Chef to me to Lamont to Chandler Moore,
Yep.
I mean, just so many people, I don't know what it is. It's the water.
It's the water. I'm telling you, Charleston got the best. They really do. I mean, Stacy was playing with people, Bryson's, and I'm thinking all these guys are like amazing artists that came out of
Yeah.
Charleston. And
Amazing.
we were like,
Wow.
we really are proud of what's happening, and we're trying to push some more of those guys to come this way.
Yeah.
Get out of Charleston for a minute
Well,
and
hold
just
on
come here.
now. We love Charleston.
We do, but I want them to, 'cause sometimes you gotta
Yeah,
experience some.
you got
Yeah.
experience. You
Yeah,
definitely
get some
do.
other experience as you go, because your
Absolutely.
art can be on display in
Yeah,
other places, and so, yeah, those
absolutely.
guys are doing really good. So, hey, I'm grateful. So thank you so much for allowing me to be here. Guys, I
Absolutely.
continue to tell people, don't give up, don't quit, hang in there, become your own star, love yourself,
Mm,
and then you can make it for sure.
absolutely. You heard it. This has been another episode of Women Wealth and Entrepreneurship. Again, the men are dominating this season, season 7. I am Ariel Shaw, and I am signing out. This has been another episode of Women, Wealth, and Entrepreneurship. You can listen on all major platforms, including Spotify, Apple, iHeart, and everywhere you get your podcasts. Thank you for joining us.